sound is actually on though, and it's not.
Bend over. Bend over.
Is that you?
Paul. That is Paul, aka the Bird.
Birdman.
AKA
Koreatown.
AKA Metafred.
Okay, Honda Boy.
Oh snap. AKA Honda Boy. Here we go. I hear the sound.
Yo, Dad, I think you have a leaky faucet.
Bros did hit the pipe earlier.
Alright, let's do some live. Paul the Birdie. Sound is good. We're gonna start in like, let's see, 5 minutes maybe.
5 minutes?
Something like that.
Perfect. Are we good, Paul?
Good.
Alright, hold up.
Can actually start us off.
I think I already did.
This. I mean,
We should have audio right now.
Start us with your words.
With my words. So, if you are watching, let us know if our sound's synced. I did see John Saywell said the sound checks out, but does it look like it actually matches up to my lips? Let's see, what are we talking about today? We didn't really plan anything, but we're just going to kind of talk about some of the paint guns that we have in front of us. We're going to talk about upcoming games. We're going to talk about what Benji's been 3D printing. And I think there was a couple other things we wanted to talk about from Super Game.
I want to talk about that Automag, Ghost Flankers Automag.
Oh yeah, which is like a Automag with a 3D printed die dam magwell attachment, or it might just be a modified magwell attachment.
Yeah.
It looks pretty sick. We're also going to talk about the side tube PGs that were on eBay today, and actually I should go get a side tube PG.
Yes, you should. So I actually saw these side tube PGs on eBay, and they were mislabeled as 007s. And I didn't even look at the pictures. I just saw 007s for 800, and I just like went right past them. And then later on, my buddy Jason messaged, "Hey, what are these 007s worth?" And it's that auction, and I go check the pictures, and I'm like, those are side tube PGs. And of course, by then someone had put a bid on it, so the buy it now in a way. And it was at 800 buy it now, and it ended up as an auction going to
18 something.
1880.
So there's a side
Something
tube
like that,
PG right there.
which was pretty insane. So I feel like a dummy for not having actually taken
Scrub.
a real look at it beforehand. But Dan, why don't you tell us a little bit about the side tube PG, because most people have never seen one or know what they are, and I know that they are extremely limited. I know in your article you said
Do I have an article?
under 100.
Oh, okay. So the side tube PG was one of the first two markers that David Freeman and Jeff Perlmutter actually had kind of commissioned or built by Benjamin Sheridan. And so the owner of Sheridan at the time, Ray Katz, was, I don't think they were doing extremely well, so they were kind of looking for other avenues to kind of explore. And David Freeman went out and he played paintball, and he tried to get some nail spots to sell, and he couldn't get nail spots. So he knew about Benjamin Sheridan. They were in Racine, Wisconsin. So he went over there. He said, "Hey, can you guys build me, you know..." Oh shit, Rose is here. What's up? Okay. So David Freeman was like, "Hey, you know, can you guys take your EB pistol and can you build me a 68 caliber marker?" And he went there the next week with his partner Jeff Perlmutter, who was the president of PMI, and David was the vice president. Kind of, they were both equal partners though. But they went there, and Sheridan had built a EB pistol lower tube, which takes 12 gram with a barrel and no feed tube, and they shot it. They had 10 paintballs left over from paintballing in, I think, Wisconsin at a National Survival Games field. And this is, also keep in mind, this is, I think, 1982 when this actually happened. And so they went there, they shot it, they said, this is great, you know, now, you know, we need to do like a magazine loading for it. And David said, the tube on the top it looks too much like a space gun. I want something a little bit more sleek. I want you to make it with a tube on the side. But you know what? Also just make some with the tube on the top as well. So they ended up making a batch of, I think, 50, according to David, they made a batch of 50 side tube PGs and a batch of 50 top tube. And so they sent them out to test, and everyone who tested the side tube PG basically said, yeah, you know, it doesn't feed as well as the top tube. And they ended up, according to David, not making another batch of the side tube PGs. So the number, I don't know if David's numbers are right at 50, but you know, it's not very many that were made, and they actually were the first paint gun made for paintball, because David and Jeff actually had them made by Sheridan. So it's just kind of crazy. They were, like I said, made in around 1982, maybe 1983. Wow. The year is kind of, you know, I'm not really sure on the year, but according to David, it was 1982. But you rarely ever see them. I think I've seen probably 5 or 6. I think I've only seen 5. I'm trying to think where else I've seen them.
So
but yeah,
did you actually message the guy who was on eBay and ask him where he got his too?
No, he actually I think he ran a paintball field is what he said. But it might be good to do like a follow-up article on that and see where he said he got them. Because the first batch that David had made, that David and Jeff at PMI had made, they actually sent out to field owners, and they had them test the pistols out. So you would think that from that batch of 50, they were kind of distributed all around the country for people who were using Nell spots at the time, because that's all there was Nell spots. The Spot Master didn't come out until 1984. I think it was 1984. Could have been 1985, but you know, even that was a ways down the line if these came out in 1982. But to think about Sheridan's or PMI's timeline for producing paintball markers with Sheridan, they had these and the top tubes made first in possibly 1982, and then they didn't have the rifles made until a little bit after that. I think the manual that came with the long barrel K rifle, which is the longer than the KP or the K2, the barrel is actually about this long. And those, I think the manuals are dated 1984. So that would be a whole 2 years difference.
How many of those would you think there are?
I would say between 100 and 200. People say there aren't that many, but those are, at least in terms of what we've seen, a lot more common. And Tim McMurray said that there was a batch of 100, and he tried to buy those to cut him down to...
Jeez.
What's up?
A batch of 100 from where? From who?
That Sheridan had. And there was this whole thing. There was a lawsuit about the long barrel K rifles because they couldn't actually get up to velocity, and McMurray had the dual 12-gram plug, and he said, put this in there and that'll get them, you know, a little bit closer to velocity, but they still, you know, to get a barrel through, or to get a paintball through a barrel that's this long, it's going to take a lot of 12-gram. So really, you know, even with 2 12-grams, you're not getting a lot of shots. But anyway, what I was getting at is...
Well, that's why a lot of them had the dual 12 grams.
Yeah, they had the dual 12 grams, and even with the dual 12 grams, they wouldn't get a lot of shots. So McMurray tried to buy those, and he was going to cut them all down and sell them because they were, at that time, or by that time, selling paintball markers. And he was going to buy the long ones, cut them down, and then sell them locally. And he actually sent Perlmutter, or PMI in general, a check for $14,000 to buy all 100 of those. And
were they that cheap back then?
Yeah, I guess so. What would that be? $140 each?
$140 a piece?
Yeah, I don't know if that might have been a discounted price because maybe they weren't working.
New at the time, sold for new?
I don't know what they would have been sold for new, but I think
let's go on to the like a KP2 or a K2? What did they sell for?
I don't know. I would think like $250 or $300, but there's probably people watching that bought KP2s or K2s new that can actually tell us for sure.
Palmer can't hear.
Yeah. Anybody else having any sound issues? I think everyone, for the most part, is saying they're good to go.
Glenn, check your sound icon, and if you have to, maybe restart it, because we definitely would like some of your input on this. But
Yeah.
I guess you can't hear me say this, so you should maybe write that. Here, give me that pistol
I
back.
will.
I can't let you drop it on the ground.
Dude, thanks.
Yeah, for me. So what I was getting at is Tim McMurray wanted to buy those. He wanted to cut them down. He had an investor invest with him, and they sent a check to Sheridan for $14,000. And a few months later, the check was sent back to him, and Jeff Perlmutter was like, sorry, we shipped those to New Zealand or Australia, because at the time, I think there was a certain barrel length required for paint cans to be sold in New Zealand and Australia. So a lot of those went there. We have seen a few surface in the United States. Actually, Jeff Perlmutter's collection, and as I said earlier, Jeff Perlmutter was the president of PMI. He actually had one of those, and that went to Westworld Paintball in Arizona, and they actually sold it. I don't know who bought it, but they were selling it for like, $2,000 or more for the long barrel. So
that was recently.
That was recently. That was earlier.
A lot of guns from his collection.
I think it was earlier this year.
Which realistically, I mean, $2,000 is, I mean, it's pricey when you're thinking about KP2s being $250 or $300 now, but consider the fact that a CS2, is $1,600-ish.
Yeah,
you're talking a piece of paintball history for a few $100s more.
And the crazy thing is, I guess we know that there were at least 100 of the long barrels built. There could have been more. I don't think that many were actually cut down, and it could actually be that. I'm pretty sure McMurray said 100, but there's an interview that I did with him where he actually talks about it, and you can watch that video if you want to know the exact numbers. But the crazy thing is that there were at least 100 of those. I don't think there were 100 of the side tube PGs, and
they were saying there was 20 to 50. You think there was more
of the side tube PGs or the rifles?
Were they saying there was almost 100, and you think there was less?
Of which one?
Side tube.
Well, David told me that they made 50 of each to start with, and I would say that's the least that it could be. It could be up to 100, but for the rifles, McMurray said 100, and I think there were possibly more than 100. But they're around the same numbers, but the pistols are so much more difficult to find. You still see the long barrels surface occasionally. We hadn't really seen them until more recently, but more recently we have seen a few come up for sale. Ralph Torrell and Brian Keeker had a few that came from a Sheridan employee, and those ones were brand new. I think they still maybe own those. There were also the one that we mentioned from Perlmutter's collection. There was another one that's owned by Mark he's in St. Louis. I can't remember his last name, but he made, I think, the G-Force frames and maybe the G-Force front block for Autococker, G-Force front block in the Automag G-Force frames. I think that's what he was associated with.
Wow, so Glenn actually responded. He said about $129.
Wow. So yeah, pretty
for the
cheap.
Early rifles. I wonder if that was for field owners or companies.
Oh, maybe that was the wholesale? Could have been. Do you remember, Glenn?
Probably the wholesale.
But
do you know how much the production numbers went up once you started hitting more common ones like a KP2? Or, each of these were built in 100 or 200. Was the K1 the same?
The difference, first we should address the difference between all three. So the K rifle is the long rifle with the vent on the bottom. It has it has no pump. It has the knurled bolt. It has the, trying to think whether I have one here. I don't think I have one here. It has the knurled bolt. It has no pump handle, and so it has the longer stock. The K1 has the vent. It has the longer stock, but it has the short barrel, and it also has and both the K rifle and the K1 have the dual 12 grams. And yes, both are bolt action. So actually, maybe they don't have the K rifle is not bolt. It's pull action, just like the PGs. It doesn't have I thought
it doesn't bolt action.
Yeah, I don't think they are, but I'm not sure.
The K2 is bolt action.
The K1 I think the K1 and the K2 are bolt action, but the K2
So maybe not true bolt
yes,
action,
still
but it's got the knob
it's still
sticking out. It's not
it still is bolt action. It's just not with the side knob.
right. Yeah, and so the pump twist dual was built off of K1.
The pump twist dual was likely built off the KP2 or the K2. So still going into the differences, the K2 has no dual 12 gram. It has single 12 gram. It has no under barrel or no under tube vent. It has the long stock and it has the side bolt for bolt action. And then the KP2 has the short stock, the pump handle, obviously the no bolt because
Right.
the bolt is tied into the pump rod to the pump, and it has the single 12 gram and same barrel length as the K1 and the K2. But why did I go on to say that?
Because it's interesting.
Okay, so you were asking about production.
Yeah, I was asking about when did you start seeing
I think
more mass production?
I think the K2 is really when it started to become mass produced, and then the pump twist duals were built from likely K2s and possibly pellet guns that were around when pump handles were coming into play. Because I think McMurray had come up with a pump handle for the pistol, but you couldn't do the same pump handle on the rifles. It could have even been slightly before. Is Connor just trolling us? What's up?
Paul's playing with a like a 6-pack of soda, the little rubber pieces.
Soju?
And I swear he's gonna, I don't know, get strangled in it like a dolphin.
No, I'm trying to get it stretched enough to put it on my...
Exactly.
So, do we have any comments? Because I've just been running my mouth constantly, and I'm sure somebody has can dispute some of the facts.
Says he came for the Dockfire lube.
Yeah, so we got the Dockfire lube, but it's unopened. We haven't tried it. We'll probably lube ourselves up later.
A second ago.
Yeah, I think you probably.
It's up top. There you go.
Well,
why don't you open it up?
Well, I'm not going to open it till we're going to use it.
We'll use it right now.
I'm not going to use it on anything right now. We'll use it after the stream. After we get all the paint guns off the bed, we'll open up the lube and, we'll see what happens.
We got Taylor Doherty.
What?
Says that's a sick Phantom
You
handle.
did it.
Well, you should know. You designed it. Yeah, so this is... I guess it was mentioned real quick, I have, in addition to all of the loaders and stick feeds and cram and jams that I've been making, tried a couple Phantom handles this week. So this one has a big foregrip, which I don't know, a lot of people thought might be too long, but I like how big it is. It's just really firm and easy to pump. And then for the people who didn't like a vertical handle at all, vertical grip, this was just the top part. Try it out.
I think that
firm
you need
and
some.
easy to grip.
I think that your mainspring is way too heavy. It is.
I think you just need to hit the gym.
No, dude. I got a lot of practice on this right here. From using my Phantom and using other pumps, obviously. But
that's true.
The pump handle is nice. I do like the pump handle, but
yeah, it's got some nice.
You need to adjust your spring tension. Also, what's up with this Phantom? I guess it was re-anodized because you can see the old engraving on it.
Ooh, well, I don't know. I got that one from Paul Schreck, and I didn't ask, so.
I don't think he would have had it anodized that color.
I doubt so as well. So, yeah. Fresh anode gold Phantom. Not too bad. So, Paul, what's going on as far as games go? This weekend coming up.
This weekend coming up. Actually, today, the WCPPL started at Jungle Island.
Cool.
Starting tomorrow, Legends.
Do you know how many teams are registered for the WCPPL?
I'm not too sure. Let me check.
I'll check it out. Do you know anybody who's playing it this weekend?
Oh yeah, I know a lot of people playing it. I want to check how
so
Collision is doing.
I like that it's at Jungle Island because it seems like a bigger league and it's played at a local field, which is always nice. You don't need to travel too far to go and play it. I like the regional UPLs are the same way, so not too bad. I know that this weekend the three of us are gonna go play the Giant Tactical Day tomorrow at HSP.
Yep. So if you guys wanna see Bocce tomorrow, be sure to come out to HSP.
Yeah, you want a chance at shooting all of us? Dan is going to be shooting something which I'm sure is going to break a lot of balls. Paul,
I want to shoot that, except for right now it has a pre-2K bolt in a 2K back block.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it won't shoot, or like,
well, I don't think it'll cock far. No, I mean it does cock far enough back, but basically with the pre-2K bolt, it over travels. You know, like it doesn't need to be that far forward.
So why don't you just get a new bolt?
Well, yeah. If I use it, I'm gonna put a new bolt in it, obviously. But I do want to use it because it did work when we tried it
you
a while
should bring
ago.
out some of your freshly anode TNC bodies.
I will, but not today.
Okay.
We did actually already bring them out a few weeks ago when we had them back, but.
So.
Oh, we have a comment here. Looking forward to meeting Bocce at HSP tomorrow.
Well, I don't know for sure that I'm gonna go.
Who was that from?
The person who knows for sure that he's gonna go.
Is it Connor? Oh, is it from Benji? I don't know what he's even talking about.
There you go. Let's cover the other upcoming games next week. You also have the Southern Cal Stock Group is going to be at Hollywood Sports on Saturday.
Southern Cal.
SoCal Stock.
Southern
I think it's just going to be modified stock, so tanks. Do you know if it's stick feeds or
I think
class?
he wrote 12 gram, but I don't know.
Ooh.
I'm not really sure.
It's a farewell game for Trini.
Although Trini already moved, so.
Which is cool.
Did he move?
Ooh,
fighting words. Vegas.
Okay, there's also, if you're in the Oregon area,
to Vegas.
There's a MagFed and limited ammo event at Sniper's Den in Oregon on the 23rd and 24th of June. And then I know that the Swamp in Oregon is having a MagFed and limited ammo event also. So I would like to see more of those events here because you have a lot of groups like SoCal Stock saying, hey, join us, play some pump, or you have MagFed groups saying, let's go play MagFed. But I don't know that I've seen necessarily too many fields just mentioned they're going to have an all limited paint day or all pump day. So there you go. For North versus South, not committed just yet. We'd like to go if the schedule clears up a little bit, but not 100% yet. Definitely trying to go to the event in NorCal, the 10-man classic, which is the what's he calling it? Bay Area Classic, Bay Cities Classic. Because I know a lot of teams are going, and actually they just put a really nice promo post for the Bay Area Classic on Facebook. Seemed pretty well produced. It's got some nice drone coverage over the top, and you got some old pros who haven't been around in a while who are going to show up and play. So, oh, you know what? I was a little confused. The game that is at Sniper's Den is the one that the Swamp is putting on. So there you go. That's one event. What else? Paintball Charleston's 5th anniversary of the Pump MagFed group on the 26th. Cool.
MagFed / limited ammo event, June 23 to 24 at Sniper's Den in Oregon.
Yeah, North versus South, we're not trying not to go because of drama or whatever. I went last year and it was a really fun event. Rich Telford is the one who's putting that on, and he puts on a good event. And that field is huge, so it can actually manage more numbers than we had the last time out. So I'd like to see them get more. It's just, 4 days out of the schedule is a lot of work that we can finish up. And I know Bocce and I both have a ton of work on our plates, and Paul. So I don't know if we can spare 4 days right now, but if we can, we'll definitely go make it out. And Paul, I think it's time for your unboxing video.
My unboxing
Your
video?
unboxing.
We need to wait
Paul,
until Bocce gets
Well,
back.
Bocce's gone. It's perfect time for unboxing video. He'll see it in its full prowess. So Paul ordered a gun off eBay this week, and he saved the opening of the box for the stream. Now, it was kind of funny because when I walked in, Paul said, "Listen to the box." Paul, shake the box for him. Oh, yeah. So that at least was at one point a nice gun, but whoever shipped this...
I have faith in whoever shipped it. Paul doesn't buy from sketchy people.
There's no packing in that. And look, there's like little indents all over it.
Those
like
are air holes, Benji. Air holes.
Well, because of what kind of gun it is, it might need air holes.
Oh. You're trying to say it's alive?
Rip it open.
Rip it. Oh, it's not a ripper.
Rip it open. Rip it open. Alright. Oh my god, there's no packaging other than 2 pieces of cardboard.
Oh my gosh!
There's 2 pieces of cardboard.
Look at this!
Wait.
That's awful.
Hold on. Don't open it yet. Let me get my Instagram live thing.
Negative feedback.
Alright, so, what do you got, Paul? Pull it out. Let's see what you got.
Wait. First pull out all of the packaging material.
Show us what you got!
Pull out just the packaging material.
Okay.
There's one piece of packaging
cardboard.
material.
This.
You can come through, Rose.
Pretty good packing material.
Nice. Let's see, what else you got?
Oh wow!
Hey, at least he zip tied it.
Wait,
Zip-tied it.
video already ended. Hold on, hold it there for a second. Add to story. Okay, let me try it again. See you, Rose.
Bye.
Later.
Whoa. Does it look messed up at all?
I don't know.
Let's see.
Hey, you're calling me right now.
Doesn't look
Dude,
too
it
bad.
looks pristine.
Doesn't look too bad. I spoke too soon. So what is it, Paul? Tell us what you got.
Wow,
Here,
he actually
I'll hold it.
zip tied this to a cardboard.
Well, yeah, if you're only going to use 2 pieces of cardboard, you better zip tie it.
So, Paul, do you want to tell him what's up?
What is this? What do we got?
To who? What's up?
Everybody.
This is a 2K5.
Jake says for post special.
Yeah, this was shipped not by Tim Firpo. This is a 2K5 Species Intimidator. I've always wanted a 2K5 with a matching Empire frame. I've had like a ton of Species, but all 2K2, or like the skinny 2K5 frame.
So
That
what do you
wasn't
like
matching?
more about the 2K5 frame versus
Are you
the
good?
2K2?
I just like the what would you call it? A snatch grip.
Yeah.
That and the feeling of a
Is this
an
one
Empire
heat
frame
or
is just
fake?
really nice.
Yeah, and this one is nice. It's got
It's all stock.
it's
Well,
all
I guess
stock,
besides the
although
rag,
I'm not sure that is the stock feed neck.
definitely
I'm
the
pretty
stock
sure. I'm pretty sure that the 2K5 has the BL logo in it. I
Oh,
think that's
really?
the 2K2 feed neck.
You
I
might
should
be
have
right.
noticed that earlier. Let me actually look it up.
I love this trigger though. One of my favorite ball-on triggers.
What's special about the trigger?
Just
Just like a normal trigger to me.
they call this a scythe trigger.
Scythe?
Scythe.
Because, like, the Reaper?
Yeah,
Like the Reaper, like Justin Reaper.
do we have a knife?
What's his last name?
Justin Voorhees.
No. Jason Voorhees. No, Justin,
Bieber.
no, Reaper.
I think it's
Oh,
I think it's Bieber. Justin the Reaper Bieber.
The Beaver Reaper? Hey. Don't use the knife. Come on, fool.
I didn't want to mess it up, dude.
Julio.
So, do you have any air? Let's rip some paint through it.
Oh my gosh, the Species looks so nice.
So,
I'm
That
looking.
purple one.
Yeah, I'm
wow.
looking for the matching feed necks for what would have came stock on a 2K5. And literally every picture on Google of Species has a different feed neck.
so they came stock with a variety of different feed necks. Okay, wait. So, Paul, tell Benji now.
What? What?
Tell him, Paul.
What? I have
Break
no
the
idea
news.
what's happening right now. But
Alright.
I feel like something's been held from me.
So this gun, this marker was actually shipped very professionally.
Yeah.
It had bubble wrap. It had packaging.
You opened it already and
Yeah,
closed it?
we just opened it.
That's a lie.
And then, no, we opened it and then we put it back in the box. Because if you look, we already have a picture of it on Facebook. So.
See, the other side is not
Bags.
as pristine.
A couple nicks here and there.
Always cut from the back.
Was the
Oh my gosh.
were the Empire grips stock on the species? Were there no like special species grips? Because I know the Naughty
No, yeah,
Dogs
this isn't
had,
the stock grip.
the RL had it.
This can't be a stock grip.
Yeah, I'm not. You know, it's kind of hard to find any of the old promo shots of these guns just because
Chomo?
you know Flickr and Photo Bucket and all of those
They're all RIP.
are
Every
all
single one.
ripped out. So,
Although, as Tim Kerrigan pointed out, you can get a PhotoBucket plugin that will still load PhotoBucket pictures when you go over them. So
really,
yeah, I have it on Chrome for a Mac. So
Cool.
I don't know if they make it for PC.
yeah.
Here, let me see.
This gun's nice.
So I'm not sure as far as select BNA goes, but it is nice.
over
I'm thinking that I should have bought that lot of 10 Timmies and just sold you one of those species. And kept one for myself.
You do a lot of thinking you should have bought things.
Yeah.
You should be happy with what you
Yeah,
have.
I do, but I also buy too much, so.
What'd you say? Oh, yeah. See, we already had the barrel on the bed. We
Yeah.
didn't put it back in the box.
You made me look like a fool.
I don't think
Yeah.
that's a stock barrel either. I think the 2K5 barrels were 14 inch. It's a 12 inch.
It wouldn't be a 14
That's
inch.
a long shot.
Well,
It wouldn't be a
Paul,
14 inch Assassins.
to tell
No,
you
not
the
a 14
truth-
inch. All Assassins were 12 inch.
To tell you the truth.
Actually, it's not true. I think I've had a 14 inch Assassin.
Wait, what was the other bet that we did? We bet
I don't
whether Patrick Wallner was playing, and you lost that bet. You were supposed to buy some peanut butter beer for us.
That's
And
true.
then what was the other one?
Sorry, Pat, if you're watching.
Peanut butter beer?
I
Yeah,
I
peanut
couldn't
butter.
tell
You had
between
that?
you and your
No.
brother.
Sounds kind of
It's
crazy.
really good.
It was so
Is it?
good. I
Yeah.
don't remember what
It's
the peanut
Belgian
butter beer
Beaver.
was called,
I
but
think it's
Belgian Beaver.
Belgian Beaver is, I think, what it's called. It's peanut butter beer. And but I can't remember what the other bet was.
I don't know.
We'll
If
never
anybody
know.
knows the bet that we made,
On the plane
You
at
can let
like
us know.
12 a.m. on our way back from
here,
work.
Dan, let's switch spots. I want you to talk about that Sterling you have out.
Oh
That
yeah,
thing is cool.
it is pretty cool.
Dude, my baby.
And then after that, I think we should talk about some upcoming streams because I'm extremely excited about.
I'm extremely excited.
Who we're gonna be having on. Fail. And
What
just a little
What happened?
a hint.
happened?
But one of the guys we're gonna have on the stream invented the autococker. Is that a
You
big
mean-
enough hint?
You mean the pump?
Wait.
The pump autococker?
Yeah, and the other guy we're having on, you can actually catch via a method of fishing called noodling.
Noodling.
There you go. So if you can guess who that is,
Make sure
You
you're in the
win.
frame for the webcam.
I'm in the frame.
Cool. Just to check again, let us know if our sound is synced, if we're giant scrubs, or you know, if we're holding Chody markers. So let's see. I didn't pull this out to talk about it, but this is a Sterling auto rocker, and I don't know if Glenn is still watching, but this is one that he actually helped with. Glenn Palmer. He actually helped with.
Wow, this is cool.
It is cool. So there's a rock inside of this. It's not cast. I think it's
A rock?
machined. No, it actually is
Like
cast.
a micro rock.
A rock
okay.
regulator.
LPR.
For me?
Sorry.
That's okay. Your beer it's super sketchy. So yeah, it's
It's a pump.
That's right.
no, it's a semi. It's missing a spring in
What?
here. That's why this thing isn't, you know, far forward. But yeah, it has the switch and the rock inside of the cast grip frame, and it has the ram right here, and yeah, and then I actually pulled this out because I bought some barrels off eBay that were machined by Vu from Desert Fox Paintball, and this is one of them. So as I unscrew this, you'll actually see it's two different colors, which is pretty crazy. And I thought this would be an F1 barrel, but it turns out it's a Sterling barrel, so it's pretty sick. This end is called the Venturi barrel, and these were before. I mean, most people know them from being sold by Smart Parts, but prior to that, they were made and sold by an associate of Desert Fox. And
That's light.
So did he sell the design to Smart Parts, or?
I'm not necessarily sure. I have some information on it, but I don't know if I ever did an article. If you look at the article that is on the Elite 45 gas through grip frame, it might have been the same guy, or it was someone associated with that. But that's a whole nother topic.
Isn't there also like a Venturi bolt?
Of course, there's a Venturi bolt.
Like, what is that for?
It's the whole.
It's for anything. So Venturi bolt is, you have your bolt face, and I'm trying to see whether I have. Let me go grab a Venturi bolt for you. Here.
Yeah, and then you should grab those barrels and show them off, because I don't know that I've ever seen barrels quite like that.
Oh, you haven't. That's why I bought them.
Yeah, and Eric Crookston, you are right. It's catfish. So if anybody has watched the, Dirter short bus, the Dirter videos where they had, little clips at the end, or, eventually they had a nice compilation of short bus videos. You had Todd Martinez, Catfish, Nikki Cuba, just kind of poking fun at everybody who ate crap that week, or fell on their gun, or did something stupid in paintball. And he's going to be on the stream, trying to have him on sometime mid-June. So I was thinking we could probably have our own type of Dirter short bus. Well, not Dirter short bus, but it's going to be the PBDnA short bus, but we'll have to call it something new. And pretty much it'll all be videos of like Sonny or Dan getting surrendered.
So that's a Venturi bolt. So Paul asked, what's a Venturi? Well, Paul actually said, isn't there a Venturi bolt also? And yes, the Venturi, I don't know the actual definition of Venturi. Your Venturi?
Venturi?
Well,
I think
it's a bolt with a diffuser.
Yes, but what's the actual definition of Venturi?
No idea.
It's Latin.
For? We need Jorge here. So anyway, the Venturi bolt was made, probably the first one was made for the AirPower Apex Elite. I think it was just the AirPower Apex, because I think the Elite came later. But that was, I think, the first paint gun that used the Venturi bolt, and that would have been in like 89 probably, maybe 88. And originally it was available as a drop-in kit for a nail spot, and it actually featured a steel Venturi bolt. Here, I'll trade paint guns with you. It featured a steel Venturi bolt, and then after that, let's see what else had a Venturi bolt. The Reb Lines, Steve Busick, who made the Reb Lines, actually had, I think, 5 and 3 hole Venturi bolts. The bolt that he made for the Reb Line was actually really cool. It looked like a Wintec pump bolt, but you have a brass back and you have a Delrin front, and you could actually unscrew the fronts. You could put on different size opening holes, different inner diameters. You could put on different Venturi fronts. It was just like kind of crazy that he was thinking of all those things. But that would have been probably 89, 90. And then after that, you started seeing them for other markers. I mean, the Automag bolt, you could almost say is a Venturi bolt. So it's not necessarily, but also, there are many aftermarket Venturi bolts for Automags, especially the ones made by A&S, or by Sergey at Technical Troubleshooting. He made those for A&S, and then tons of autocockers had them, and pretty much every other paint gun made had them.
So for the definition of Venturi, it's a short piece of narrow tube between wider sections for measuring flow rate or exerting suction. It's pretty much just putting small tubes in between larger tubes so you can actually measure the amount of air that's coming out. You can determine a certain amount of air that you want coming out instead of just like a...
Oh, so like it's almost a method of restriction. Yeah.
Is this pitting or is this ano?
It's pitting. It's
it looks sick though.
Yeah, no, this is a sick one.
That's the rare pitting ano.
Yeah. Short timers?
Short timers, but it looks like short timers.
Short timers.
Yeah. So Paul's looking at this Evo, which is
what frame is this?
This is a stock frame. Remember I said I was going to give you one? So I still will. But
Rank says automatic bolts have to be Venturi as they work off of the power tube.
Yes.
Were there any non-Venturi bolts when they first started making Max that didn't work?
Well, I mean, what he's saying is basically, you have to have that center stem, and if you have something in the center, you're always going to have some portion of diffusion on the bolt face. So, most automatic bolts are called foamy bolts, or they're called the raised nose bolts. They're not necessarily called Venturi, but they are, a method of Venturi based on what you just said. But yeah, this is Marcus Davis Supplies modified, and also Marcus Davis supplies modified Evo, so it has the slide out.
What year is that?
The Evo is probably, serial number is 15654, and Ironman used 16K autocockers in 1994, so this would probably be built around late 1993.
Damn, this?
Yeah, and then
Such
modified
nice
by
quality for
Bell
1993.
Sales in 1994. So that would be around the time frame.
When did the first Evo come out?
94, I think?
What? But this came out in 93?
No, the body might have been machined in 93.
I see.
It could have been a little
Oh, because they
earlier.
used WGP bodies and they melled it down.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, any body that has the serial number is a WGP body. You look at this TNC body right here, and Chris at TNC actually machined these bodies from scratch. So they don't have a serial number on them. I mean, this is cut. It's cut down, so you wouldn't see that anyway. But
it's pretty unique.
We have a Jorge Cervantes says that Jesse the Mind Venturi invented the Venturi bolt in 2006. So,
oh, and then ask Jorge. Jorge, did Jesse the Mind Venturi travel back in time and use it on the Air Power Apex?
I think he did.
But you think that, but we want to know from someone who actually did trick shotting.
Yeah, Dan, you should take those barrels out. And let's talk
Take
about
my
this.
barrel out? No, I want to keep it.
Whip your
tucked
barrel
away.
out, big boy.
I don't like this frame, dude.
It's not great.
I like it. It's what it came
So
with.
weird.
He made those frames.
Really? So it would have, if you got him.
Stock for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I have another. He called this the 3D bubble body, and I have
the body's beautiful.
That body got that bubble body.
Yeah, I have another one. It's either green or red, but it has the matching frame also. It's pretty sick. But yeah,
put a slider on this, dude.
No way, dude. This is so off the wall. I just love it how it is. But yeah, now we got some Desert Fox barrels, and
You know what you need on that cocker is a VP stick feed. No, I don't have a VP stick feed.
I don't know what the VP stick feed
Vagina
is.
pink.
But... Oh yeah, you're right. Can you make me grips also? Just panel grips. That would
you
be
want
sick.
pink panel grips? We
Yeah.
actually have
Pink panel grips. They're kind of
pink
rhymes,
panel
dude.
grips. Grab that auto cocker because you know Daddy rips. Paul's got the bowl and you know Daddy trips. Yes.
Get out, sucker.
You need the pink one on it for sure.
What?
Any pink things you have? Can you print me a bolt? A pink bolt also? Has to be 2K though. I don't want to use a pre-2K bolt on a 2K.
I can down the line, but right now I can make you grips and a stick feed for that. And
Sick.
a barrel cover.
Also, I'm going to put a stabilizer on it, so I need a slide-on stabilizer cover.
I was
Are you gonna use
planning
this drop
those.
on this?
No, I got to switch it out for a
This jump is
later
crazy.
season.
Damn right I keep fondling
I'm
my
gonna keep.
Phantom.
Well, I mean this. I don't think that's stock. He actually
Yeah, this
made-
is a STO drop, right?
the STO
teardrop
ones
or
are
whatever they call it.
A little different, I think, but I'll probably just have a rail.
Oh, did
on
he
it.
make this?
I don't
as
think
well?
he made that
Okay.
drop, but I'm not necessarily
Let me
sure.
see the drop.
Kind of looks like a STO might have
Also,
lines.
the STO doesn't
It's
have a.
WGP drop.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
some-
but
some
I've
kind of
never seen one that
WGP.
has this cut right there.
Oh yeah.
You see that cut on top?
I mean, maybe he milled a bit more into it, but it's definitely the WGP.
So, if you're watching and you're an expert on WGP STO drops, maybe you can tell us, is this an STO drop or are we out of our minds? What are the comments?
I think you're out of your mind, boy.
How do you
I think the STO drops have lines instead of teardrop.
Jorge
But isn't that
says-
called a teardrop
no,
drop?
This for sure
Teardrop drop?
is the STO drop, but
Okay.
it's got some additional milling in it. Jorge says, Paul, how it vape? Matt Screwitt says, Ben just keeps following his Phantom over there. I do.
Yeah.
He says that's a Black Magic drop. I don't think.
Well, the Black Magic's had a similar drop.
Black
but,
Magic had like a flame drop, no?
I don't know. I think
don't
WGP
remember,
made a
dude.
whole bunch of variations of that same styling.
I had a drop once, and that was it.
I thought you were about to drop that beer
So you
earlier.
got this drop, which I'm sure you guys have seen before.
I'm not a
but
rookie.
The addition is that little slot. Over
So
the
what I was
top.
talking about earlier is the kombucha. It's alcohol. It's kombucha with 4.5
Pretty cool.
alcohol.
It does look
What
like an
what
STO,
were
but
we
it's
talking
Remember I
got
said
some
the mother?
additional
What
milling
has
to
the
it.
mother?
So we don't
Oh,
know if it was
okay.
I just put a
milling
few in
done
the fridge.
by the guy at TNC.
I don't think he would have done additional milling on something that would be on that gun. I think anything, it would either be a stock part from WGP or it would
Maybe
be
just
something
an
he-
earlier stow job.
Yeah, but it is like a variation I haven't seen before. So now we're looking at these Desert Fox VU autococker paint gun barrels.
Who's Vu?
VU, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but it's like Huang. He played on Desert Fox. He played on Aftershock. He worked at Desert Fox Paintball, and he just did like insane autococker cuts. And one of his styles was this like, you know, cut around like a circular cut. You know, I guess you put it in the lathe, and then you just do a series of circular cuts around it.
R2D2.
Yeah, like R2D2. But these barrels are unique because he actually, one of the things he was known for is he would press fit or glue stainless and aluminum barrels together. So almost
very metally.
Yeah, no, these are all, they are metal. They do have plastic stickers or, you know, vinyl stickers on them. Like here's a Desert Fox sticker on this one and an ABC Paintball sticker on this one.
What is ABC Paintball?
Well, there's an ABC Paintball out of New Jersey, but I don't...
Still?
Yes.
Wow.
I don't know if they've changed their name, but I think they do still have a field there. I think it is the same field. But, yeah, so if we look at these barrels, here, let's just start off. We'll go one by one. Here, take all of them, and I'll just kind of go through them. So this one is a stainless back with a bull barrel tip, a bull barrel aluminum tip mated on the front. You can see the raw aluminum right here and the stainless right here. And then it has a bunch of crazy porting on it. We don't have the GoPro working today, so we can't really show it off. But here we have a stock Automag barrel. That this one is all aluminum, but it's just cut down, ported on the end. Has the Desert Fox sticker. Pretty cool. What's up next? This one. This is another stainless back with an aluminum bull barrel front that's cut down. It has fluting for the actual muzzle brake. It's pretty wild. I think there's two autococker barrels here. They're both 690. Unfortunately, I didn't measure the mag barrels. Let's see this one. This one's really cool. This is an
It's
aluminum.
unlike, you know, a man not to measure his barrel.
Yeah, well.
Every man has measured his
I mean,
barrel.
if
let's
I
be
measure
honest.
my barrel to these, I'm gonna not feel great. So these are short barrels too to start off with. So
You know, it's dark and light, so
Yeah.
I don't know. It could go both ways.
yeah, true. Okay, so this
is
one
it short or is it long?
Well, the barrel is long.
Is it?
This barrel's long.
I wouldn't consider that a long barrel.
Well, it's
Wow.
longer than what I would compare it to, is what I'm saying. It's not a long barrel, but anyway.
So,
All right, so anyway, I want to talk about these last ones, so shut the hell up. Okay, so we have, this one is a stock Automag back, and I think this is an early back because it has the two holes drilled right here, but I've never really found the exact definition of these two holes. It's almost like the hole pattern on a level 5 breech, but you wouldn't put these as a level 5 breech, so I don't really know. But yeah, stock barrel back, stainless center, and then the coolest part on this one is it has a WGP Thompson barrel portion cut and put on as the muzzle brake.
And how is that actually affixed on there?
I don't know if it's glued or just pressed in. I think it's probably glued, but it's just crazy. Like 3 different portions put together. And, you know, this WGP Thompson barrel wouldn't have started as an Automag barrel anyway. So this is 3 different barrels put together in one.
that's crazy.
Pretty sick. And then, oh, did we not do this one? Here's another one. Automag barrel, Desert Fox stickers, aluminum, stainless, aluminum. This is a bull barrel tip with, you know, it has 5 hole porting, but it's like indexed slightly different. It's kind of cool. And then this one is a stock mini mag barrel with a muzzle brake put on the end. So, you know, this is like your stock mini mag barrel right here.
Is that like a hammerhead muzzle brake or?
It's just a muzzle brake that he made. It's aluminum pressed onto another aluminum piece.
So.
And the holes are going in kind of at a diagonal angle.
So for the people who
Like
don't
this.
know much about Vu, do you know much of his history?
Well, yeah, he started Desert. I don't know that he started Desert Fox, but
What's
I think
Desert Fox?
Desert Fox was a paintball store in, I think, San Jose, but I think they actually had multiple stores. And I did a video with Mark Gong on Desert Fox because Mark Gong was close by and he hung out at the store a lot. And I don't want to like butcher the history, so
Mark Gong?
I mean, yes. Yeah.
Doesn't that guy blow glass?
No.
No.
No, I don't know what his actual occupation is, but it's something in the Doctors Union? I don't know.
Nice.
No,
Something like that.
he helps settle union disputes.
For medical related.
I think it's for all different kinds of unions. If I remember
You make
correctly.
bank.
I think that's what he.
Gotcha.
He makes bank.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah,
he,
so.
he works hard. He's a good dude though, and
And
he doesn't need that much bank because he has a stash of sandanas.
Yeah, like crazy
There you go.
Sandana stuff. Like he got Sandana material and he made hats out of it like in the mid 90s.
Yeah.
And they're reversible hats too. And he has Sandana packs and he has the tree trunk Sandanas and
Oh
yeah.
my
So
God.
yeah,
when,
you would want to be friends with him,
yeah,
Paul. But
when people
late.
found out that the green tree trunks were worth $2,000-$2,500. Yeah, he pulled out a bag of like 6 of them out of his garage, all brand new.
yeah, I don't think he ever got rid of anything except for I think he did trade.
I know he sold some of those for some vacations.
Well, no, but back then I don't think he got rid of anything.
I don't know, well, because they weren't worth all that much back then, so people were just using them.
Yeah.
Using and
Who is
abusing.
this guy?
He played on. So he played with Desert Fox. He played with
Played
Constant
on
Pursuit.
All-Americans,
He
didn't he? No,
we played on Image.
no, they played against All-Americans at that Disney game.
Yes, he was on the CP team, the Fred Schultz.
He actually
Constant
played
Pursuit
in
game.
Disney World in Florida.
Yeah,
On, was it ESPN? Was it put on ESPN?
it might have been ESPN too. I'm not totally sure. It was also a video that they produced, and Mark actually has the video on YouTube. But yeah, he played on Image, and he traded one of his Vu autocockers for one of the, how do you say it, like Malachevsky?
Malachevsky.
Yeah, one of the Malachevsky modified automags that they did a mixture of CO2 and nitrogen in.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to see one of those.
Well, you did see one because he had it there. It's his red splash automag.
Oh, I mean, now.
Wait, so a CO2 and a nitrous tank screws in at the same time?
No, it's a carbon fiber tank that they would mix. It would be a mixture of CO2
What?
and nitrogen.
What's the point of that?
You would get, I don't know. He explained it, but I don't exactly remember the
If
specifics.
anybody watching knows the specifics of what would the benefits
Yeah.
be to mixing
And-
nitrogen.
Wait, isn't CO2 cold and nitrogen hot?
Well, I mean, yes, they fill differently, and I think it might be something to do with that, but it's something about like the mechanics of the gas, and when they're mixed, you either get hotter shots after you start shooting, or it's some kind of like cheating thing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I never heard of that.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
yeah, I
it's
only
pretty
heard
cool.
about it this year,
Yeah.
He
so.
wouldn't. I don't think he would talk about that on the video that we did though. So, but he was telling us about it, and now the secret's out, and other people can chime in. I'm sure someone who's watching right now can comment on that.
We do have one person. Jorge Cervantes says it helps keep it lukewarm.
Warm.
You don't
So
want
it's
it
a
cold
middle-
or hot.
it's
Keep
a
it in that
middle ground.
for perfect, consistent shots.
Expert. So if we were playing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, we could call an expert Jorge Cervantes, and he would say that answer right there, and we would win $1 million.
So Scott Allen says you would top it off with CO2, but why? Why would you top it off with CO2?
Yeah, if you know you would top it off with CO2, then why would you do it, Scott Allen? And are you shooting that on your mechanical X1S? Is it the X1S instead of X1P? You don't know? You know what I'm talking about?
The
This
semi
gun shoots
versus
nice.
the pump?
You haven't shot that before, have you?
Yeah, I have.
Where?
Didn't you let me use it at like ambush or something?
Oh, maybe.
It says
This is your loaner gun, right?
No, the
top
Oracle
off to
is.
get more shots on inefficient guns.
This used to be your loaner.
But why wouldn't you
Yeah,
just
it
top
did.
off with more
maybe.
compressed
Yeah, you're
air?
probably right.
Is there something about topping off with CO2 versus completely filling your tank with compressed air?
But that's back when I didn't even own a pump.
Yeah, right. You probably had
Swear to God. No, I swear to God.
Shots.
hot shots. The cake.
So would you get consistent hot shots? If you did a burst, would you get a hot shot? Because if someone chronoed you and you had a hot shot, wouldn't you get a penalty?
I thought it was something like as you're shooting, your shots get hotter because they would say more. You would get more range with that. Is what I thought. I remember them saying.
Rainick says shocker owners did it to get more shots off their gas hog shoe boxes. Ron King says to get more shots. Andrew says I thought mixed gas fills were supposed to be flash. We're supposed to flash boil the CO2. It was kind of alleged though. I would say there's a reason we don't do it now. So Scott Allen says CO2 has higher energy density per unit volume. Cool. I'm sure nobody does it now, so we're not exactly going to be able to try it out. But
someone probably does it.
Yeah.
And after watching this, well, hopefully no one does it.
Yeah. Did we end up talking about that? What was that new cocker with the air through the grip, and they came out with a new body this week?
Oh yeah. Well, there's two. There's the air through the grip ones that were made in association with Blizzard, and then there's the new Mac autococker. And we gotta queue up some images, so we'll trade places in a minute.
When Paul gets back on.
Yeah.
Why don't you send some over? So
well, when I sit down there, I'll just start
so
queuing up because you guys can just bullshit about anything.
Okay. So was the new Mac cocker the one with like the Ripper-esque lines?
It's called the Flame Lines.
Flame lines.
And they are gonna have what's up? Are you gonna have a kombucha beer?
And
should I have a kombucha beer?
Yeah, I put a couple in the fridge.
Which was the Blizzard cocker that you were
So the Blizzard cocker is, I think it's like LN1 or something like that, and it's also another one that has the gas through grip.
That was the one we were talking about before we got to Sunnies?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So I love the new Mac cocker.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, they say it's got the flame milling, right?
Yeah.
Is he calling it flame milling?
I think that's what he calls it because as he wrote, do you want to try some kombucha beer?
Sure.
Okay, I'll split this one with you then.
To me,
you might not like it.
Yeah.
So maybe you'll split yours with...
So to me, it seems like the Inception Ripper melted. Like, it is so nice.
Well, the Inception Ripper is very close to...
It's so nice.
The Inception... You have an Inception Ripper, don't you, Paul?
Yeah, I have a really nice one.
I like the Kragen.
What I was going to say is the Inception Ripper is like the...
Can you try that, Paul?
Holy, this is crazy.
It's only 4.5. So
ounces.
Feels like there's like Lucas in there.
That's so good.
You like? Are you going to drink it, Paul?
I don't think so.
Then give it to Benji.
Zucchini says, too bad they use an Axe ASA. Is that both the Blizzard and the new Mac use the Axe ASA?
No.
The Blizzard does.
The Blizzard does. People are giving him shit for that.
Yeah, and you know what? I can't say I was a fan of the Blizzard bodies.
I like this. I
Just
like
to be
ginger?
totally honest, I saw
Ginger,
several of those bodies, and it just seemed like...
You know, at first I thought I wasn't a fan. I don't necessarily remember the bodies as much, but I thought I didn't like the styling of the frame. But after I looked at the pictures more, I do like the styling of the frame. But I think out of the two, I would prefer the new mech single frame. So new mech's making both a single and a swing, a double frame. That's a gas through grip combination, which is pretty cool that they're doing both. And I think that their swing is going to be super popular. It almost looks like a Eclipse styling on it.
Yeah, I like Blizzard's anodizing, but as far as the actual body kits, though, it just seems like...
Oh, shit.
It seems like...
He does have the new mech frame on it.
It seems like they didn't take it far enough.
Does he?
On the Blizzard bodies?
In my opinion, yeah. It's just... let's make something custom, but let's not put too much effort into making it something nobody's ever seen before. I don't know if that makes me sound like a dick, but when I look at...
I really like that body that's... I think, what is it? Justin Dover's, the one that was posted on PB Nation.
Right.
Dude, that body looks nice.
Yeah.
Which one is that?
Nice stuff.
I don't know. Like, if it's on front page PB Nation.
When was it posted?
A couple of days ago.
However,
Was it his frame? Because Justin's making his frames now.
Is it the frame? I don't know. It's
Justin?
like the hostless autococker. It might be the frame and the body, right?
Well, Justin's not making the hoseless.
Yeah, he's not making hoseless.
He's making a
He's
cheaper.
making some nice.
I don't know what
thin
he's
frames.
making, but that body looks nice.
He's making some thin,
He is
86
cutting.
frames and thin slider frames. You know, I do like, the Blizzard single trigger frame. You know, that one with the kind of kooky slider trigger that's kind of hanging off the bottom.
Yeah, no, that's the one
That looks cool. I mean,
yeah.
that whole design of not necessarily needing the foregrip, but being able to swap out the foregrip because it's cheap. It doesn't need any internals.
Mm-hmm.
I like that whole
no,
setup.
this isn't Justin's. This is the new mech.
But
Oh, that's a new mech?
Yeah.
That looks so nice.
It's
The
insane.
whole
looking.
thing.
Oh, and it's so we're looking at the new mech pictures that are posted on
Here,
PBDnA.
why don't you switch so you can put those up for everybody to see?
But yeah, it's the frame is
Here, just send them over to Paul. And
the
he'll
styling
put
is almost identical to the mag frame. You have your own computer,
Yeah.
so you don't need mine. Can you move this? We'll set it down here.
You got it. So if you guys hang on for a second, we'll put up pictures of the various cockers we are talking about.
So I wanna buy this cocker.
Go back over there. I'm gonna bring up all the pictures and size and everything.
Yeah. So really like the Blizzard
Oh,
frame.
you are having that.
Yeah.
Benji didn't like it.
No, I just forgot it there.
Oh.
Some of that.
There's more.
So if you guys want to see the new mech cocker right now, you can on the front page of PB Nation. It's the 5th post. Or
How much is
4th
that? Because
post
I want to
down.
buy that.
Yeah, I wanted to. And they're calling it the Pyro Cocker. It's got gas through and auto cocker frame.
Solar says,
It's
long
like
live the
Jeep.
macro line. Hey, Solar, long live
So
the
nice.
steel braided. Long live the direct ASA valve body.
and it looks
on,
like it
Nelson
uses
on the Rev line.
Yeah, it looks like it uses mostly Inception parts.
This autococker reminds me of a mix of the System X. Was it the System? The one with the big X on the back? Texas Storm, maybe?
Oh, I think you're talking about the TXC or
Yeah.
TXP.
Yes.
Is that what it's called? Or TC?
It just has a big X on the back.
I don't. On the middle.
I know
of
which
the
one
body
you're
is where it
talking
has
about.
the
Maybe,
X.
yeah.
Yeah.
Milled in.
Something like that. It's.
It reminds me of that, and you know that bad robot from Transformers? The leader of the bad robot?
No, it looks like something. Oh, Megatron.
Megatron. Is it the bad robot?
No, of the Decepticons.
Decepticons?
Megatron's a good robot.
Forget thinking
right?
about Transformers and bring up the picture.
But it reminds me
is
of
this
that
thing?
robot and the autococker mixed together. TCX Extreme, right?
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah.
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 Do you know if Numec and Blizzard work together on
No, I don't think
the
so.
frames? They're totally different frames.
No, I don't think so.
Kind of reminds me
Because
of
they-
the
both
niche
released
frames.
right at the same time.
Yeah, they both have the
It's kinda
hoseless.
crazy.
They both
But,
have the
you know,
foregrip.
but think about it. You're gonna make a frame. Why not make it hoseless? Every gun's hoseless now. You know, you can
I
do
don't
it
like that
with.
shit though.
Right, but they also at the same time
Yeah,
did,
hoses is the
did a
future.
hoseless frame, and then
You're
also
a hoser, and you're the future.
Hose.
so they did a hoseless frame, but then they also had, a custom foregrip to go along with it. It's very similar.
So the thing that I want to
I'm
know,
like, which one do I like more? Is the question.
they're both cool looking. I think I like the new mech one more. The single.
Yeah, that's nice.
When you compare the singles, but to me it's almost like because the new mech looks more similar to like a benchmark. I was thinking, but
The Numec single to me looks more like an angry.
It looks like a niche to
It's
me.
got a nice hump to the
I'll
back
look
of
at
it.
it again in a second.
Yeah, it's like a niche mixed with the humpback.
Yeah.
And the foregrip looks cool. It's
That
kind of just
one,
like
though,
a skeleton
The hinge,
foregrip.
dude, that looks so nice.
Okay, hold on. Let me put up that
Oh,
automatic picture, and then you
that's-
guys can talk about something that's actually
that one.
behind you.
That's nice.
But
Yeah.
actually, let's talk about.
Kind of reminds
Let's
me of
address
Hornet.
comments
Okay.
first.
Let me know what we got.
Okay, let's
See,
look
these
at
are
comments. How the hell do I even look at this shit?
Not all
Okay,
that
so-
special,
It's the Hornet.
Trevor's.
No, it's Blizzard.
Okay, I'm gonna just go
I mean,
down
it
a
looks
little
like a
bit.
Hornet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not bringing
Alright, hey,
anything new to the
so-
table.
Listen to me,
Yes, sir.
and
Listen to me.
we got.
Tell me your name.
I'm just trying to go back and see what we talked about. Jorge says,
Put something behind
Benji,
us.
3D print Paul a new vape. It's a good comment right there.
Dang.
I can probably do that.
Matt Spruitt says Benji keeps fondling his Phantom over there. That's a Paul read that
We're
one
past
already.
that, Dan. We're past that.
Now
Keep
I'm going up. Then Venturi seems to be the word of the session. That's Matt Spruitt. Jorge says, you're thinking of Bob Venturi Snodgrass, Paul. And then, going
Okay,
up more.
Mean Gene says he purchased the Blizzard frame and body combo, and we can have it on the show when he gets it. So
Nice.
We'll be able to try that.
That's when Mean Gene will guess with us on the
What we should
street.
do is get the Numek body and frame on hand also. Either if someone else has
Jorge
bought it,
buy one. Jorge will buy
I think
one.
he's got like 4 or 5 already, but we might have to have someone send it in.
What are we talking about? Buying what?
The new Mech
The new
auto
Mech.
copier.
Oh, yeah,
We're going
definitely
to take
have
one of
to.
Jorge's because Benji said he already has 4 or 5.
Yeah, so it says, Andrew says no collaboration, just huge coincidence.
Trevor Swindell says, has anyone milled a cocker where the milling flows from the back block all the way to the front block? And
I feel like I've seen
I mean,
plenty.
on the twisters, I think some of them are like that. But you know, when it hits the front block, it kind of comes off. It's not the same as it looks on the new Mech
AIM
cocker.
Eagle.
Yeah, on the AIM Eagle, it does have a nice,
That's the one thing
majestic,
you could
flowing
put the
look.
Twister and the AIM Eagle in the same category.
One combination that I have that I thought was really cool is a Jeff Orr body where the top of the back block actually has the beginning of the sight rail on it, and it kind of goes up from the top of the back block up into the body, which is really cool. Unfortunately, I bought another one of those bodies by Jeff Orr, and it was missing the back block, so the sight rail just kind of starts and it's abrupt. But
What other bodies are there like that? I'm trying to think.
oh, I'm sure
Let's
there's
see.
tons.
Andrew said the Numek hinge was meant to be a combo of the die hinge and the Eclipse hinge. I think it's pretty close.
Or you could just say it's a combination of their mag hinge adapted to a cocker, because that's essentially what it is. Phil
Yeah.
Shannon says FBM in Boston both
And
did.
Gene says he tried to buy the other one. I assume he means the Numek, but he said they wouldn't talk prices yet. So
Oh, not for sale.
cool. Jake Bereni says he'll be able to do a video on both when they come in. So he probably
Cool.
bought both, I think is what he's insinuating.
Yeah.
We're very envious for sure. I would be happy to get away from Macroline. No, long live the Macroline for me.
Well, you could go to steel braided. That would be the easiest solution if you're not into macro.
So did you
My
put,
SFL
did
steel
you put any
braided
of the
now.
pictures behind
You're
us?
steel braided.
Thanks
I'm
to
trying you guys
BacciPaintball.com.
Do it,
keep- you guys
Dan.
keep talking to me.
Well, if that's not
Sure.
ready, put up the flanker mod.
Yeah, that's what I'm
In the
actually trying to do
meantime.
right now. I'm spacing out though.
So we're gonna put the autococker talk on hold for like a second, and we're gonna talk
Wait,
about.
Andy says, yeah, Dan's right about the slider being based off a benchmark for basic structure. So,
Which is like all of them were modeled off the benchmark, you know,
well, the
quick
pro line,
fire,
the
like.
the pro line is essentially what came before the benchmark. Like if you look at the Bob Long signature series, they have
basically,
pro lines.
A ton of slider frames all follow that same
Well,
concept.
it's the same frame. It's just the branding
Right.
is different. But yeah, a lot of them do.
Okay, so.
Okay, so hold on. You guys talk. Don't talk to me, and I'll try to. figure
Okay,
this out.
so before we go back to talking about these new autocockers coming out, which there's a ton of them coming out, it's pretty awesome. I wanted to bring up the, let's see, it's called the Ghost Flankers Automag MFG mod. That's what the title on M. Carter Brown is for this. And if you jump on M. Carter Brown and you look that up, essentially what it is a guy modified an automag to take die dam mags from the bottom. So it's like, you know, instead of a warp side feed or top bottom or top or side, it's straight from the bottom and you can just feed it with mags. And I've never seen a real mag fed automag. And
well, there was one that what's the guy's name who does that? He's out of Santa Cruz.
I mean, I saw like a Tommy gun
Santa Cruz
style one at one point. But this really looks like, what is it? Not a Tommy gun. It looks like a kind of,
It looks like
what gun is it?
some kind of submachine gun.
Yeah, I'm so not a
Tech
gun
9?
person. Yeah, Tech 9,
No,
I think.
Tech 9 is like an Uzi, isn't it? Let's see what
It's a
Tech 9
pistol.
No, I think it. Yeah, it's a Tech 9, is what it resembles.
Oh,
Yeah, like gangster.
And I think it's.
yeah,
It's-
Tech 9.
I mean, I'm a huge,
I don't
huge
know Tech 9
automag
proper.
man,
My
and
favorite.
to me, this is just calling to me. Like, whatever money I have saved up for my next project is going to buying one of these for sure. Let's see.
Yeah.
He says the modification is $309. You need an uncut automag frame, an unmilled classic rail, a twist lock main body that's not pump milled,
Unicorn's blood.
and then you got to take your place in line.
How many people?
And he said if you want to use your own standard docks adapter, he'll knock $55 off of the price. And he said that it is first strike capable and has dual detents.
You also need a strand of albino ginger, which
Really?
we have one right here.
Yeah, so right now, he said he's still taking orders, but it's going to be a few months before he can get around to
Jake says
the orders.
facepalm on the mag mod.
Why?
I don't know.
Jake
It's
Amigo?
so nice. Rainick says, yeah, you've seen a MagFed automag. You had one on eBay, the FN303.
Ooh.
Yeah, not quite the same. I actually traded one of those mags, some other little goodies, for an 09 micro EMAG, which I'm going to get in June when Tim comes here next, I think.
Yeah, that's going to be sick.
But I would happily trade an FN for one of those flanker mods.
You gotta try this. You gotta try that trigger, dude.
Dan, pictures.
I'm trying.
Do it.
I think that
Do it!
that small amount of alcohol that I had really messed me up.
You gotta try that trigger, Benji.
Jeez
Okay.
Louise.
I loaded a picture, but I loaded it
Oh,
way,
Yeah,
way
right?
too big.
man,
That's
like
gonna
the
rip.
perfect trigger.
Scythe, baby.
Is that what they came stock with?
Yep. Stop.
Alright, so
I really like it because with the Timmy frame, you don't want to have to, you know,
You got that
have your
curve
middle
on the
finger
bottom.
pull all the way down. Yeah, it's almost like the functionality of a critical trigger without it being a critical trigger.
And also, they made the scythe triggers, the Tecna carbon fiber scythe triggers. Dude, a single one of those scythe triggers from Tecna that sells for $300 nowadays.
It's got a virtue board in
Are you
it.
serious?
For a fucking trigger, yeah.
You know, one thing I
Yeah,
wanted
there's
to
a
talk about
Infinite
were
Sport, yeah.
there's this guy on M. Carter
The
Brown,
Oregon.
and he is making triggers for
Carbon
AKA.
fiber?
I don't know. They're either aluminum or they're carbon fiber, or they're just Delrin that he cut. But he makes them for the AKA Swing autococker frame, which I thought was pretty cool.
Oh,
I've
okay.
seen some guys making 3D printed triggers for some of the modern Eclipse guns, like the CS 1s and 2s, and I'm wondering if I could make something that would be close to as light as like the old Technos to stick on the Timmies.
You know what you should make is a 3D printed slide trigger. See how that holds up. I'm sure someone's already tried that, right?
I thought, was it you or Tim were saying that
Tim
someone
has one.
was
Yeah.
it 3D printed or? I thought it was made out of like Delrin or
It's
something.
Delrin, yeah. I don't think it was 3D
Yeah,
printed.
so he was saying the Delrin he didn't think would keep up. It needs to be somewhat thick, otherwise, I mean, it's gonna have some kind of wear to it. But
So this guy also
Could try
was
it out.
selling a Ripper 1.
I'm surprised you didn't buy that one.
It
already
was,
has like 4 Ripper ones.
it sold before I got to buy it, and you linked in the Ripper 1 thing. I'm also selling a
much was it?
species. 600, all matching, olive drab with black
Wow.
parts.
You know that's not bad.
But that's not original anodizing. That
It's
olive
not.
drab one, they had that one redone.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
still, like for a Empire frame 2K5, the Ripper 1, like that's
I like the Ripper
amazing,
one with
man.
the original, like
I do
OG
too,
stock
yeah.
frame. That's why.
definitely.
That's why I like mine.
Yeah,
But-
you know,
The reason why I like this species is because you don't get milling like this nowadays. Like, this shit is crazy, dude.
yeah.
It's not my favorite milling. I like the Ripper milling
Dude,
more.
The Ripper milling is nice, but
No,
like this
this-
is way crazier.
This is insane.
Yeah, this is insane
I've
milling.
always just loved the species so much.
I don't know.
The
it's
only
too
one
much
that's
for
close?
Me, you know?
Really?
Yeah.
I
Well,
love
if that's
this.
too much for you, then the Iron Man is for sure too much. Because that thing is...
Iron Man's like
You
a
mean
Ripper.
The tequila.
No.
The
mean,
Iron Man,
Ripper.
Iron Man
yeah,
Intimidator.
It's like a Ripper,
Those
but
are-
with like
yeah,
all
those
the
are-
little insert
I fucking
chrome and
love
Those
the
stuff.
are
Iron Man
closer
movie.
to Rippers though,
Yeah,
rather
way-
than being like
It's
off
like
the
a
wall
rip.
this.
It's a Ripper on steroids. While this is a different beast altogether.
My favorite bodies is number one for Intimidators is Empire, and then this. The Empire
Are
is
you
so sick.
kidding me?
I know you hate the Empires,
The
but
Empire is like the most plain Timmy there is.
no, man, the Empire, like, it's such good like branding for Empire because it's just a huge Empire logo on the back.
Dude, that one always goes for like pennies on the dollar when they come up.
I have a full Empire. I'm probably never
What
gonna
were
sell.
those Blizzard frames called? It was like LN something.
I'm on their page right now.
What
I
is it
can't believe
called?
you don't like this.
Not the Blizzard.
You mean the
not
company?
Yeah.
It's LNT Manufacturing.
LNT.
I think Bocce will like the dragon.
And you know,
yelling.
there, I
You
really
like that?
don't find
Off the
much.
wall.
I don't
It's like
find
the Ripper.
Yeah, but
many.
the Ripper is like styled like, you know, it's like so like symmetrical on both sides. I don't know. It's and the cuts are all even all the way through
I
as
don't think
well.
Dan
whereas,
is ferocious
whereas this
enough
is
to
just
shoot
kind of
this.
like somebody was like, there you go,
Nope.
you know, and then they were like,
No.
that doesn't look
You're
good enough. Let's
crazy.
like pull
This
it
looks
back.
insane.
Let's just pull the 3D program back.
You're crazy.
This is like a
So-
dragon.
I'm
Times
looking
two.
more at that, you know, Blizzard LNT frame, and you know, it having an axe reg on there is a huge bummer.
Really, I've never used an axe before.
It's
so
just
I
an
don't know.
eyesore. You know, you're trying to have a sleek cocker and a sleek frame, and it's just like it's thick. It's wide on the bottom of this frame. Do you know what Numac uses for a reg? Do they have a reg inside the
They
frame?
must have a reg inside the frame or inside the rail or something. But
Hmm.
Andy is watching, or he was watching on YouTube, so maybe he'll comment. Andy, let's see.
Yeah, and you know what? I wish the Blizzard. Yeah, I like the foregrip. I like the grip. I like the trigger. That's all kind of cool. But then you have the vertical ASA, which is just plain. It's just plain round.
Yeah, but if you think about the Evo X's, I thought the foregrip on that looked pretty similar. And also, I was kind of under the impression when I first looked at them that the foregrips were mounted in a similar way to Automags. Am I wrong
I
on
thought that too. You are wrong. It's got a vertical ASA and then it's got a
Oh.
screw in.
Maybe it was on.
Foregrip.
That looks like a
Nice.
fucking dive bomb right there. The reg.
You're a bomb.
Yeah.
You're the bomb, Paul.
Dive bomb.
I just feel like with another few months, he could take this to just an insane level and really compete. But if I had to pick one now, it would be the Numac all the way. However, he does some pretty badass anodizing.
Yeah, the anodizing is killer. And I mean, you know, there's probably going to be a revision on these.
I was gonna buy
I'm
that.
sure.
Things might change.
Maybe he pushed it out sooner because he heard the Numac was ready to come out, and if he didn't come out now, then he would lose a ton of orders.
I don't know.
Well-
I think it's like people will buy those regardless of how many they produce. So, like, because I don't think they can produce them in the
Yeah.
quantity where they would be, you know,
And especially, I mean,
have an unlimited supply.
I'm
at least right now.
I'm nitpicking here, but you know, a lot of people went for the gunfighter frame, which is 225, and here we have a hoseless, reg included frame setup that's really unique, and it's 300.
Yeah.
I'd pick one of these up over the shock
Okay,
deck
so
frame.
the picture that's behind you guys now is the one that looks similar to the race gun body. And
I was gonna buy that.
which one were you gonna buy?
I don't know what it's a Blizzard. And it kind of it's like a Ripper
It looks-
milling style. I think he was selling it. When I commented, it was like, all right, since there's so much interest, I'm just gonna put it up for sale just for
think-
this first time
I
price.
think you're talking about the one that Dan has behind us now. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Exactly. I think he posted the body kit, the front block, and the back block for $250, and I passed.
It's not bad, but I'm finding with every
That's nice
single
milling.
thing
I don't like that. I don't really like that.
And you like the Ripper?
No,
It's
dude,
the Ripper.
with every product
but it's-
I see from them, it's taken 80% of the way and then they stop. Like you have a sick milling on this body here, but then you have the front portion where the barrel
Yeah.
goes in and by the detent it's plain. It just
well, if you think
it looks
about
like a modified stock body versus like a truly, you know, one of a kind piece.
if you think about the twisters, they have a similar cut done to them, but it's angled. It has like a stylistic angling that goes from the feed over by the baldy tent. You know, it's like kind of looks like this a little bit. And that's a similar thing. You want me to bring up a picture so you can see?
Which one are you talking about?
I'm just talking about a twister, like the newer twisters, and probably the older twisters.
Yeah,
too.
bring up the twister.
I feel like you had one up, but I don't know where the hell it is.
So Jake says that Numek is making their own reg, so that's cool.
Where's the reg going to be? Is it going to be internally in the frame, or is it going to be in the grip, like the top of the grip? Or
well, considering that the foregrip is, I mean, it's see-through. It's not in the foregrip.
Gotcha.
I'm willing to bet it's going to be in the frame, or maybe a combo, partially in the frame, partially in the ASA.
Gotcha.
But
let's see
when I look at the gun you have up behind us right now, it just seems like if I saw it on eBay and I was like, Dan, what is that? You're like, oh, probably a shop build. Someone made that in their garage, and it's like it's badass, but it's not like.
How come you're not ranking on Instagram for PaintballDnA?
Aren't I?
No. I get like DNA Paintball, like South Africa.
They were. If you look up PaintballDnA Instagram, I'm the first one that comes up.
Your website is, but why would I search Instagram? Your website is ranked lower on the, it's the second half of the page.
Is my website even up yet?
Well, it has a splash page. Tell Solar to get your Instagram feed up there, because I don't want to have to find your page on Instagram.
If you look at PaintballDnA, the first thing that comes up is my eBay store. Then
is
my
that,
YouTube.
Is that an SEO tactic right there?
Not too bad.
What's up?
SEO tactic?
Yeah, but I'm not a CEO.
I can't.
Yeah, you are.
No, dude.
I can't put the.
I used to be SEO. Now I'm just.
Web designer.
SE blow.
Site can't
SE
go up
blow.
until my extra printers get here, so I can appropriately meet demand.
Okay,
but we're not talking about.
I was trying to
my
find
stuff
the
right
twister
now.
picture, so I was grabbing one of yours, but.
Jeez, Paul.
I can't even
You're welcome.
I don't know where you. I thought you put a picture of a twister up recently, but I can't find one. Maybe it was just on your Facebook.
You should put a picture of my.
I had the picture with 7 twisters.
Yeah, but it's not clear enough. Okay, I got it.
You should put a picture of my Ripper Up, which I haven't cleaned in like 2 years.
Yeah, but where am I gonna find that picture?
Never.
Exactly.
Never,
So
ever
just so
land.
you guys know, we are putting up a PBDnA Facebook page this week. Is it up yet even?
It's up.
Yeah, it's
live.
Okay, so you guys can look up, is it just PBDnA?
Yeah.
What is it?
PBDnA.
So look up PBDnA on Facebook, join the page. We're going to start streaming from that page next week, and you'll be able to, if you want to share, a picture or a link or something as we're streaming the video, you can post it there, and everyone will be able to see it. I know it's been kind of silly that we've been streaming from Dan's page, because people are like, is it PBDnA, is it BacciPaintball, and
It's everything. It's PBDnA,
It is everything.
PaintballDnA, BacciPaintball, FPS Paul.
So
What
make
else?
sure you join
PB
that page,
Tech,
add the
Jorge
page,
Cervantes,
share it up so that people know to look there.
Autococker Parts. It's everything. We are everything.
Yeah, Andrew, I think you can post hyperlinks in the comment thread, and then people can check that out.
Yeah, I'm checking right now. Charles's comment. Cause I got money, baby.
Yeah.
I got money, baby.
Dude, Andrew, I'm with
I got
Ray.
money,
If
baby.
you make a pyro mag body and rail, yeah, I'm in.
Did you read my comment about why the links are turned off?
No. Because of Goatsy?
No. But yeah, essentially the same thing.
You
Okay,
guys
so I'm gonna get
disgusting.
to. Okay, this is gonna be like. We
What are
need
we
to be
looking
cleaned
at?
up by 9:30, so we'll end at 9. Okay.
$2,000. I'll pass, my man.
What are you gonna buy,
Fuck
Paul?
that, a twister.
Spend the money.
$2,000.
If you have it, spend it, Paul. Don't save that shit.
I mean,
blow that shit.
dude, for $2,000, I could buy any cargo I wanted to. Besides a Westwood, probably.
You could buy. I'll tell you what you could buy.
$2,000.
Down payment on your new
For what?
Honda.
Fuck that.
Dude, you work for Honda. Just go with the
You
Honda.
get a
man.
deal, don't you?
No, I don't, because I'm a
Yeah.
contract full timer.
Yeah, but you're about to be
weak.
They're gonna be like, dude, we can't let Paul go.
See,
this guy's for real.
The day my
Dude,
producer quits, it's
Charles
the day I
said-
take her position. It's the day Bocci works for Honda.
Charles said there's a twister
Yeah.
for sale on MCB right now.
Yeah, that's a $2,000 twister.
Okay, so I just brought up a
Not
picture of a
long
twister
once,
before we
check
bring
it.
up.
Jesse sees it.
Before we
$2,000.
Okay.
That's like more
Hey,
than full price.
before we
That's what they go for now.
Before we bring up photos from Andy, I just want to bring up a twister so you can see how the actual front of that, with the breech and the detent in the feet is also not milled. But it does have a little bit of stylistic contouring around that area because you want to have meat there, but you want to kind of cut it away as much as possible. So,
You know how it is. I like an autococker with a
Let's
little
go to
meat on
mechanical.
his bones. You know.
all right. So now let's see. I think
It's
Andy
more
sent a
cushion for the
photo.
cocking. Está.
Okay. Oh, sick. Can we post that photo, Andy? Let's see.
Post it up.
My friend
You
has
should-
a
you
brand
should
new
post up-
twister.
The picture of.
Yeah, that's a lie, Paul. You don't have
No. He has a brand new twister, raw, and he's never gonna get it anodized. And I'm like, dude, sell it to me for what you got it for. And he's not selling it to me.
It was cool seeing the, I guess, mismilled bodies at Sergey's.
Uh-huh.
Just the weird little twister, fuck ups.
Hit me up,
Let's see,
Sergey.
what else does
Okay.
Numac have here? Empire Spec feed neck adapter for
And
X-Man.
the bodies that he had, I don't know which ones you were you looking at the newer ones or the older ones? Because the ones we were looking at were the older ones.
Well, wait, what are you talking
Twister.
about now? Oh, the twister.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Ambush just got new.
Turf, right?
No,
No, the
it's,
hyperball field.
no. This thing. What is this called? Canopy.
Oh, nice.
But it's made out of metal.
Yeah.
It's gonna cook
Um,
us.
So Andy, if you're still here, if you just
nice,
copy
though.
your pyro axe body for a mag, I'll be a fan.
Oh,
And,
well, guess what, Benji? Because that's the picture that I'm posting right now.
Yeah, cool.
So you can see that behind you now.
For the SoCal people, as a really quick aside, I went to Ambush Paintball last week to buy some stuff from Glenn, and he was working on a new X-ball regulation hyperball field.
Hell yeah.
Hey,
And
Andy.
it looks sick. I mean, it wasn't done yet, and Glenn was like, it could be done quicker, but I don't trust anybody to work on fields other than me. Because he makes some really sick fields. One of the best field builders out there. So he was there all alone building it up. So I'm not sure if it's already ready to go this weekend, but it'll be open soon.
Oh
if
my
it
gosh,
isn't.
that's gonna be so nice.
I'm ready for it. Oh, turf.
Turf on there?
Turf, hyperball,
Nice.
X-ball.
So look at
sign.
the photo behind you because I'm going to switch it to the next one now.
But Bocci.
Oh, yeah. Oh
Turf
my lord, that is so
X-ball.
nice.
Hyperball.
Andy, you gotta PM me some
Field.
pricing details on that mag setup.
Forget the mag. It's all like
So-
on the
So
cooker.
nice.
Andy.
Chris Van Horn says he's got a raw twister.
Hey
kit,
Chris,
too.
if you're never gonna use that raw twister kit, I'll pay what you paid for.
So Andy, our
It's
PBDnA
nice of you.
member Jorge Cervantes, he's kind
$2,000
of
for
an
that
expert at trick
Yeah,
shot.
I know.
He wants to get on the list for the mag body or the autococker body. I'm not sure which one he wants, but he seems very excited for it.
I thought
so.
Jorge had like 4 of everything already.
Well, it's not out yet, so he doesn't have 4 of it.
Well, I mean, I thought he got the hookups because he's a trick shot.
Doesn't sound like it.
The Blockbuster Trick Shot Champion,
Block-
1993,
No, not
1990.
Blockbuster, dog. Hollywood Video.
Hollywood Video.
Hollywood Video.
Woo, baby.
Yeah.
Woo.
So now we have the new mech cocker behind us, and pretty sick. The pictures. Let's see. I have another picture here that's better quality. Yeah, that is pretty sick. With the just like one continuous flow.
I want to know how
Jorge
long.
says he wants both. He's gonna use his bonus on both.
I don't know how long that thing took to design.
Which one?
That pyro.
Oh, so the mag body is already up.
That
So it was fine.
that he just saw the TCX Extreme Autococker body and the the bad robot from Decepticons, and he was like, "That's it. That's it."
I want it all.
It's not Mega. Who is it?
I legit might have to sell that micro 09 EMAG and just.
You don't even have it yet.
If anyone knows,
I had it and Tim has it right now.
if anyone knows the name of the bad dude from Decepticons, can you please comment? This is bothering me now.
Yeah, if it was like get a Twister or get 2 or 3 of these Pyros, yeah, Pyros all the way. Okay, Zucchini says,
That's
Solar.
That's Solar.
Hyperball is ready this weekend at Ambush.
Oh! Too bad we're going to Hollywood Sports Park. And
Yeah, but I'm
SC
playing
Village.
Sunday also, and I was going to go to SC Village, and I might
Megatron.
just go to Ambush.
Megatron is the bad guy, and Optimus Prime is a good guy. Optimus Prime is a semi-truck that turns.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge Transformer fan.
You got me, Benji.
Yeah.
You got me.
What else do we got?
Hello, Michael Gordon.
Yo, what up?
What's up, Michael Gordon?
Michael Gordon. Who is Michael Gordon, Paul?
Michael Gordon is a full-screen talent manager, a senior.
Yo.
He's about to become probably assistant vice president or VP of talent management.
What's going on over there? Are you fucking streaming?
We are streaming.
You're
You are
streaming.
live on stream.
How many streamers do we have over
5.
We have, according to Benji,
20 live right now, so.
according to Benji, we have about 20 viewers.
there? Okay, good. What's the live stream called?
It's called PBDnA.
And it's streaming live to the BacciPaintball Facebook page, to BacciPaintball on YouTube, and BacciPaintball on Twitch. Bacci is BACCI.
Okay, got it. I'm going on Facebook.
And then tomorrow, we're going to Hollywood Sports Park if you want to join us.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
And you
I'm
know
down.
what? While we got you on, I heard
Oh my god, I see you. Okay, I'm in the stream now.
yeah, I heard that you're gonna be playing with some famous YouTubers soon with Paul, or is Paul just talking out of his ass?
Well, we got some stuff coming up. We can't disclose it because we don't want any spoilers, but big major things in the works. We'll talk about it at Hollywood Sports Park if any of the fans want to come out and talk.
Are you gonna be there tomorrow?
We'll get to the grind.
Guess that's yes. All right, we'll see you there tomorrow, dude.
All right.
Wait,
So
what part of the park? Do we gotta buy paint there?
Yeah, but we'll get you hooked up with something, Michael.
We got you.
Okay,
Just
good.
show up. HSP Giant Tactical Day. We'll have a good
Guys,
time.
I'm coming in hot with my super rare 2012 CSL Planet Eclipse. It hasn't been lubed in about 4 years, so I gotta
we
do
got
that
some
tonight.
lube for you.
We
I
got
think-
lube. We got
Dogfire.
Docfire lube.
Yeah.
It's like Hater Sauce V25.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, nice.
So
Oh, yeah.
I just brought up the
Well,
single
thanks
trigger.
thanks for putting me on the stream. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, Michael, we'll
Hey.
see you tomorrow. Have a
Take it
good
easy.
night, bro.
Bye.
Okay, so I just put up the single trigger Numac frame because we talked about it 20 minutes ago and it took me 30 minutes to get it up
Nice
because
one,
I was
Dan.
trying even then and I couldn't do it. Okay, let's see.
By the way, if you guys don't know Michael Gordon, he's been playing paintball since like 1998.
What team did he play for?
Haven't you been playing paintball since 1998?
First time I ever played paintball was in 2000.
What about you, Benji? 1998? Yeah, I think 1998 for me also because I bought the model 1998.
To me, that's
Model 98.
that's pretty OG. Like playing in the 90s.
What teams did he play on? Didn't
He
was it
played on.
Black Kids ever? Was
No,
he?
He
No.
played on a
No.
team called Black Kids?
Distraction.
Black Face or
Splat
Black
Kids. Splat
Oh, Splat
Kids.
Kids.
No, he
Jorge
played.
played with Black Kids.
He played on a team that you guys, when you guys got
Oh,
that first
hey.
place in WC.
Mark
Look
Gong
who's here,
just
Mark
joined.
Gong.
Hey, Mark, we were just talking shit about you a few minutes ago.
Yeah, we were talking about your mixture of your CO2 and your compressed air, and we want to know, what does it do?
Yeah, we were showing off the barrels also and talking about your mag and your Sandana collection.
Didn't you play on
and
that
the
too?
hats that you made,
LA
but,
Extreme.
LA Extreme.
Nope. I was LA Asylum.
Also,
for a little
Andy
bit.
So-
posted in the YouTube comments that he says if this is, and guess what, guys? I'm reading this off the right side of the screen because we do have YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch comments. going on the screen now, but even though no one has posted any comments from Twitch. But Andy says, if anybody is at Living Legends, come fondle the pyro in person. And he's talking about the pyro autococker.
Nice.
So,
and we might have to do that
we're not going
next
to Living
year.
Legends. So.
You know,
if Ralph was doing the museum, maybe.
You know, we were invited
no
to
museum.
go do, what is it? Is it D-Day? Is it called D-Day? What's that game called?
Oklahoma D-Day? I don't know which game.
What's the one called where they they
boats?
fake?
Yeah,
the
it's
boats. D-Day.
I don't know who invited you.
Well, we're all invited.
So, I'm going to go...
Have you ever played D-Day?
No, I've never been to D-Day.
Okay, for the people who have played D-Day, I was watching the videos of D-Day, and it just seemed like, I don't know, 80% of the game was played on that area where they're first doing the push, and it's just like, I don't know, dying for 3 days straight. It didn't seem all that fun. Playing with like 3,000 people seems fun, but I don't know if it was just they edited videos badly because they wanted it to seem so intense and you're coming off the beach and oh, everyone's dying, but it just made it seem like the entire game was that and only that. So yeah,
Bad video editing.
yeah, you need someone like Mr. Paul.
Mr. Honda, you guys
here.
want snacks?
What kind of snacks you got?
Red Vines.
I
Ooh,
wish
we
you just
do.
had like a full bag of burritos.
What is
I
that?
wish. It's the rest of our Mexican candy. You want to have this thing?
Sure. Although you know what I got up there?
What? Oh yeah, let's have that. You want to open the... What do you want? This or...
I want that.
Alright, we'll save this till we have a GoPro working.
Cool.
Grab those and let's eat them.
Have you guys ever watched DC films for paintball? DC Productions?
I don't know what that is. Is this supposed to be that? Oh, I guess
I
it
can't
is.
say that I have.
No, that's that Seaweed thing.
I
Michael
know.
Gordon is the guy who started DC Productions. They're like the two biggest with 818 Productions, which is David
I
Quinton's.
remember 818
Yeah.
for sure.
I don't
I'm
think
sure
these
I've watched
flavors are
this
going to
stuff.
mesh.
Wait, this is animal cookies, right?
Mm-hmm.
I better stop eating these because I'd rather have those. Just give me a couple.
Okay, Eric says it's only at the beginning of the day that they have that.
Beginning of the day that they have the boat thing.
For D-Day. Yeah. I wish they had better edited videos then. I watched one that was like
Animal
12,
cookies are
13 minutes
delicious.
and 90% of it was just that. With a little bit of wood. So...
What haven't we talked about? Because we're going to have to wrap it up in 9 minutes.
Right. What haven't we spoken about?
So games coming up.
Tomorrow, BacciPaintball.com, PaintBall.dna, and FPS Ball will be at Hollow Sports Park. 100%. We'll all be showing up.
I'm not 100%, but you guys are.
BacciPaintball.com is 107%.
You are definitely in, Dan. Let's see, there's a new Shocker CVO video on PB Nation.
Oh, the shockers that Chris Laser engraved, Contract Killer, those ones are sick looking. They have like what is the pattern? Is it like bullets and like sharks? It looks like bomber. It's like bomber engraving.
Yeah, did you get to see any of the Contract Killer push masks yet?
No, did not.
You should look that up and post one up behind us, because
Yeah, Contract Killer's been doing
good
a
color.
lot of stuff lately.
Are they?
I think they laser engraved Infamous's guns. I don't know what they're
That was a
shooting.
while ago though, wasn't it?
It might have been like a couple of weeks.
yeah, so for shows coming up, we got a massive, massive Automag show.
When's that gonna be?
That's going to be with Steve. It's going to be with Roman.
Oh yeah, those guys.
It's going to be, I'm thinking at least July, because I want all of
July. I like how you say.
July.
Not July, but July.
July. It's going to be in late July. That's when we're going to have all the Automags up. We're
At
going to
the
have the
Bayou.
Automag RT. We're going to have the, the 09 E-Mag, the Micromag body, you know what I'm saying?
The 09 E-Mag.
We're going to have the classic mags. We're
The
going to have
classic
the mini
mag.
mag. We're going to have the micro mags. We're going to have the Gen 1 micro mag. We're going to have the auto response frame. It's going to go pew pew.
All that together, all at the same time, man.
And
That's gonna
you
be
know
something
what?
else right there.
This is gonna be a
I'm gonna
fireworks
have to
show,
do a
man.
couple little comments here and there, and I might have to try to get Tom K up.
Hey, you better get your buckles tied in,
Buckles.
man.
That's your new name, is Buckles.
Buckles.
That's like a, I don't know,
So big Auto Mag Day.
How you guys get all this California accent all of a sudden?
Stream with Budor
Budor
at his
Bado.
place.
Bado.
at his place.
At his place.
What is his place at?
This place.
I'm not gonna tell you where it is,
History
because then
place.
everyone else knows where it is.
All right, you don't know where the place
So
is
I
at.
want you guys, if you have any specific questions for Bud, I know Dan has a million questions for him, so you probably won't even need any. But we're gonna try to pick the man's brain. He's always fun to talk to and just really
Battery.
pleasant to talk to.
Do we have another battery? That might be it.
Do we have another
Do we have
battery?
a battery? Is it already off?
Yeah, it's already off.
Okay, so
You
Dan's
still
switching
hear-
the battery
still
right
hear
now.
sound.
The battery's off right now, but Dan
Your
Bocci
accents
is
are
changing the battery.
awful. What is that? That was like a Chinese guy from Louisiana.
No,
That's what
man.
he's trying to do right now. A Korean guy.
This
man.
a guy
Come on.
from Louisiana.
This is a guy from Louisiana who likes to eat shrimp and grits.
That's a Chinese dude in Louisiana.
No, it's a Louisiana guy from Louisiana.
Alright, we're good. Are we back on?
I'm straight from the bayou. I catch alligators.
Man, if you don't say from the bayou, you don't know all about the grizzly and the catfish. You're on the damn the bayou, boy.
Alright, yeah, you're trying too hard.
You gotta. All right, now be a 500-pound man in the bayou.
Oh, I was like, that was
So-
like
Are
glitching
you
me
just
out.
panting? That's it.
That's all he has. That's all he
Come on.
has in him.
Ooh,
Alright, so I'm trying to
500
get the
pound man.
CK
You don't need to
From
say
the
you're a
bayou.
500-pound man.
Yeah, it's already
You
implied.
just are.
I don't like to eat shrimp and grits, but I like to.
eat no shrimp and grits out of all
them
I
boys.
like to eat blocks of cheese.
One time we were at the flea market and this guy was eating a block.
What?
Connor convinced him that his SNES games were worth over $1,000.
You're making
He was
fun of
eating
it.
a block of cheese.
You're making fun of it, but
No
my
way.
brother used to feast on a block of cheese like at
Joe?
least one a week. He would just be sitting there with a block of cheese. Just he'd eat either the whole block at once, or he'd grate the whole thing and make a whole block of cheese
That's
on
disgusting.
like French
Alright.
bread pizza.
Now we have the CVO behind us,
Silly.
the contract killer engraved one.
I used to have a roommate who would sleepwalk in the middle of the night to our fridge and eat slices of cheese.
Rosette's roommate accused her of sleepwalking and eating mayonnaise.
What?
Yeah.
That seems like an excuse she would make up if she comes in the room and white stuff all over her face. You're like, Rose, what the hell are you doing? I sleepwalk and I eat mayonnaise, I promise.
There's something that I hate more than cheese, and that's mayonnaise.
Gross. Alright, now
Oh,
we got
you're
the
definitely
CK,
not a white guy then.
CK
I hate
Fight
cheese
Life
and
Push.
mayonnaise. I hate sour cream too.
I would almost eat like cereal with mayonnaise.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, there's a pretty good comment from Rangneck1133. Says, I'm Native American, but my friend here watching with me is Chinese American. So, yeah, you just got us to laugh pretty hard.
Hell yeah, Raynick.
Good to know that.
Raynick 113 from the Bayou.
Chris Van Horn
If
says,
you're easily offended, do not watch the show.
Chris Van Horn says, what was the first ripper milling? And he's talking about Eaton ripper milling. And,
Yeah. All right.
I don't know. You think it was the
Eaton?
Angel, Chris?
Who should we offend next?
Who should you offend next?
Who should we offend
Wait,
next?
we gotta answer this question first, because wasn't it the Eaton? Autococker?
Eaton.
Well, yes, but that's who made the ripper. I mean, that's who milled, I think, the Bob Long Intimidator bodies. That's who milled.
Oh, who was the
Eaton
first?
ripper.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
definitely Eaton. Yeah.
Yes, but I think Chris is asking what was the first ripper milling.
Oh, it
So
has to be
Lars says-
Autococker, right? Or
It's gotta
Mag?
be the Eaton.
No, not the Mag. The Mag is much later. There's
It's the Eaton. It has
yes,
to be.
it is. But
I mean,
for
it's the
what
Cocker.
platform? Cocker, was that before the Angel?
I
Like they're
believe
probably
so.
right around the same time.
Because the only Eaton Angel rippers I've seen were all LCDs, which were after 2000. Yeah. I've
year
never
was
seen
that?
LED Eaton ripper autocockers.
Oh, that's a good point.
You've never seen an LED Eaton Ripper autococker? That makes sense.
I mean,
It doesn't
Angel.
make sense. Okay, so
Angel.
Solar says, please eat
LED.
cereal with mayonnaise
Yeah.
on stream. That's not something we're gonna do.
Is that what Solar said?
Yeah.
Oh my
Chris
god,
says-
you know what? I'm gonna regret this, but if we get to like 2,000 people, 2,000
We'll
members
never-
on our page,
You're gonna eat cheese with
I will have a spoonful of cereal with mayonnaise.
I mean, you could just eat a spoonful of mayonnaise. That would be more entertaining. Because I'm
Just
not gonna
without.
let you have
No, it's got to have cereal in it. You know. Nice. But what kind of cereal is the question?
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay.
I mean, I gotta have my pops.
2 minutes left. If you have a comment, please make it. Chris does right.
2 minutes.
Or Cocker.
Okay, so we were going through upcoming shows. We got the huge Automag show. We got Bud Orr stream, which I would like to start early, like really early, because I mean he's a wealth of knowledge. We've got the Catfish stream. We are eventually going to have our buddy Jesse on stream and his amazing autococker collection.
I don't know. Jesse just ghosts us now. I don't think he wants to come on.
No, it was that close. I think it's Friday because it's Shabbat. When we have a Thursday stream, we'll hit him up. Who else are we going to have on? I would love to have Tom K, but that's probably never going to happen. If you know Tom, tell him we really want him on the stream. Let's see. We were hoping to have Chris Corsino on stream eventually. I know he's also a busy guy, but we'll get him on. Chris, you know you want to be on. And let's see, tomorrow, Dan and I, when we go to HSP for the Giant Tactical Day, we are both going to try to use the over-the-shoulder GoPro mount.
Probably won't work because I haven't messed with it yet. So
You got the new mount, though.
The new mount, yes.
Okay, so...
the over-the-shoulder
not
is
necessarily
a
live
possibility.
streaming, yeah.
But,
So we're going to do over-the-shoulder, try to combo that footage. Might be able to do some live stream at the field. Not totally sure if that's going to work out, but regardless, we'll get some highlights.
Well, it didn't go very well in Oregon, so...
At Hollywood Sports, there's much better
Yeah, but
service.
It went well at SC Village.
The live streaming?
Yeah.
Did we live stream there?
For Rainey's game.
Yeah, that wasn't awful. For the tournament. 10 men.
Oh,
West
yeah.
Coast something
Yeah, but I
like
think it's...
Classic.
I don't know. My settings are all tweaked up. Like, I couldn't get it to work very well.
We're going to try again, but I think Hollywood Sports would probably work the best out of any of them because it's right in the city.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, 9 o'clock
That's it, guys.
on the dot.
Thanks
for
watching.
tuning in, guys. See you at the Bayou with some
No one can
catfish
even
and
see
crawfish.
you right now. Can they even see you?
We see you at the Bayou with some catfish.
See you at the Bayou with some catfish and a crawfish and Dan Bocce's
Oh
special
my.
combo.
I'm from Louisiana. Who's that director? The Jewish director?
I don't know.
Fucking Woody Allen. Woody Allen. I'm from Louisiana.
That's it.
See you
It's
at the